Hyundai Elite i20 is the newest entrant in the premium hatchback segment, and today they got the petrol version with us for a test. So the question is, does the Elite i20 fulfill the needs and wants? Well, today we have to find out. The previous i20, though good looking, was a bit soft in its styling, which has been eradicated in the new one. Styling is edgy, bold and certainly a lot more aggressive. It is not a riot of curves or slashes like some of the other more aggressive designs we see from Hyundai, but we think it's a good looking car that will appeal to many. Featuring the Fluidic Sculpture 2.0 design language, the Elite i20 has the common Hyundai design elements like the hexagonal front grille, and then you will see elements like the air dam finished in chrome, large swept back headlamps and the black C-pillar which certainly stands out, and then you will see 16-inch diamond cut alloys plus the big striking wraparound tail lamps. All these makes the Elite i20 a lot more aggressive, and well, in our test it got a lot of attention from other road users. So when it comes to pure looks, Elite i20 goes off to a brilliant start. Inside you will be impressed by what you see, as while the design is simple, the quality befits the premium tag. The materials and all the knobs feel premium and nice to use. The 3-spoke steering wheel, center console all reek of quality. When it comes to space, the Elite i20 length, which overall is actually less when compared to the previous one, is wider with a longer wheelbase, which means it's more spacious than before. 3 at the back is quite easy, plus with the presence of the rear AC vent, it makes a fantastic chauffeur-driven option, which, believe it or not, many certainly use premium hatchbacks as a chauffeur-driven car. When it comes to features, the Elite i20 certainly impressed us. Now, along with the usual stuff like steering controls, Bluetooth, 2-DIN music system, auto-folding mirrors, it's also got automatic headlamps and wipers, adjustable steering wheel, 2 power outlets, plus 1GB storage from the Grand i10 and rear AC vents. The most important feature though is the reversing camera, as the Elite i20, which is slightly wide when it comes to previous i20, makes parking a lot more easier, and certainly this is a feature that many appreciate. As said before, we have the petrol Elite i20 on test with us, and it has the familiar 1.2 Kappa 82 bhp engine. The petrol also comes with a 5-speed manual instead of the 6-speed one found on the diesel. Though 82 horses may not sound that much, Hyundai have updated the engine, thus it feels more agile when compared to the previous i20 and overall provides a much better driving experience. In the city, you are not always using the gearbox to extract performance, and it's got decent bottom end punch. Body control and high-speed stability are plus vastly improved over the previous model. It's no longer as sloppy, and then it also rides very well. The steering, though again an improvement, is still a bit too light, and while the Elite i20 drives much better than before, it's not quite an enthusiast car, but for most it is enough. Efficiency wise, the Elite i20 delivers 18.6 km per litre for the Magna and Era variants and 18.24 km per litre for the Sports and Asta variants. With a starting price of Rs 4.89 lakh, the Elite i20 petrol comes across as a talented premium hatchback that does everything quite well. We like the styling, the features and overall interiors, plus we think it drives much better than before. We now only wish for more powerful engine, but other than that there is no big weakness in this car. No wonder then that it has got off to such a good start.